Adoi.
There are a few areas in technology that are really going to change. These areas have to do with battery life, with storage, with connectivity and how fast that becomes, as well as how consumers interface with all of these things. All of that technology will enable us to be connected better, anywhere, anytime. That technology will allow the consumer to advance in the drive for abundance. If we really want to be ahead of the curve, and if we really want to be ready for what is already here and what is going to advance even more, then we have to structure ourselves in a different way on how we view the things we do today in a more traditional way and how we'll adjust these in order to be successful. Communication agencies should adjust ourselves is to basically develop a new breed of trader. So far we used to plan for television, for magazines, for radio, for internet, for mobile and so on and so forth, but that might change depending on content. So we might see a new trader, a new breed of a buyer who is going to be a buyer based on content. And that content could be on TV, that content could be online, that content, audiovisual content could be on radio, and so on and so forth, which is not exactly the way we do business today. We should expect to see change. And in fact, in some ways, we should be able to initiate change because the world is already very, very different as the world it was when we started in the business. We need to stay vigilant, we need to stay ahead of the curve because the view from up there is slightly different. I will give you two quotes. The first is from Darwin that said that it's not the most powerful species that survived through the centuries, but it is the species that are more adaptive to change. And the second is a famous quote that I want to use. Change is like a curve on the road. If you don't take it, you're going to fall off the cliff. So I don't think we really have an option. I think that we need to see it, we need to embrace it, and in some ways we need to instigate it. Technology enables us as consumers to behave and operate differently, and therefore once we understand that, we have no other option but to structure ourselves in a very new way in order to be able to embrace it. It might not happen tomorrow, but it will certainly happen in much less time than we think it will. Hi, I'm Andreas and you are watching Adoi TV.